Hey everyone, this is Andrew. Welcome to Atomo Monday, February 6th, 2023. What I'm looking at today is some news floating around. Some news sometimes doesn't move as fast as we think, but I've seen some other YouTubers talk about an incident in Thailand, it looks like happened back in December, where Princess Patty, and I'll bring up a picture here so we know who we're talking about. Pull this one up here. Okay. So there's Princess Patty is here in I think this is the Thai Air Force uniform. The gentleman in the middle is the current king of Thailand, Rama X, and his queen. Uh, just a little bit of history. Rama X is the son of the previous king, Bhumibol Adulyadej. Um, Rama IX. So Rama is the name of the kings in the Shakri dynasty in Thailand. And and in just want to make a note in this video, there is no ill intention towards the Thai royal family. I do hold them in very high respect. I have a very high respect for King Rama IX and the work that the Thai royals have done to help move a lot of people in Thailand out of poverty. A lot of great stories about the projects that the royal family does. Um, but we'll leave it there. Just there are very specific defamation laws about talking ill about the Thai royal family, and I just want to respect those. And do want to look at some of the events that are happening here. Um, so Princess Patty, let's talk a little bit about her. Got, I know some things. Uh, she's a, so she is the first granddaughter of King Bhumibol, and in Thai lines of succession, the succession doesn't necessarily need to go to a male. They and King Bhumibol provided an option to the Thai people. It can either go with his son or I believe the daughter number three, um, the one of the princesses. Um, Hard for me to remember the name, so it wouldn't do me justice to try and say that. Um, but the king was crowned. What do they call it? Like they can crown him in such a way that, much like setting up the Prince of Wales with the British monarchy, that you can have a crown princess or you can have a crown prince. So the king actually made both the son and the daughter both crown. So then when the king passed away, King Rama IX, then the son became, but he opened the door for that possibility. I don't know all the details to that, but just wanted to make it known that, so with Princess Patty here that you see on the left, that would potentially have been, prior to the illness, the potential next head of state of Thailand from a royal succession standpoint. There's a lot more. Have to get into a lot more Thai royal stuff. It's kind of like in the UK, even though you can't criticize the Thai royals, but as far as lines of succession and protocols and things, there are protocols and whatnot to follow. Now, a bit more about Princess Patty is she's quite active. Okay. if you see in other pictures, she looks fine. 44 years old, you can see the queen here, no, the same type of body shape and whatnot of that queen. Equestrian, I believe she does a lot of work with horses, horseback riding, does a lot of work with dogs, training dogs, and in the incident where she collapsed, she was out training some dogs for a dog show, and that included running the dogs. Now, other things to note that there's some information going around. I'm going to flip over to this now. That there's a Dr. Bhakti, and Redacted brought this up. So there's a redacted video here if you want to look into that. So I'll provide that. So I believe that's Clayton, if I got that correct, from Redacted, that was talking about this. And I think there's some problems here that we just have to iron out. So if we're going to go as far as reading from the article here, there's allegedly a vaccine problem that caused the collapse. Now, again, you don't know. So there's a lot of things that we don't know. It seems that there's a video segment here that has this one doctor explaining some of the problems that came up through the vaccine. Okay, resuming here, had a kiddo problem since rectified, and I thought, well, doing that, I'll jump over to here. We have a page of Thailand vaccines that have been put into use. As you see, they have one from India, they have a Moderna, they have the Pfizer BioNTech, they have a Johnson & Johnson, they have an AstraZeneca, they have a Sinopharm and a Sinovac. So if you're going to allege that somebody has collapsed due to a vaccine, you have to know which one did they take. And we know, or it's alleged, that the RNA ones have certain complications to them. So we have to know whether, okay, was there pre-existing medical problems that the Thai Palace was going to let us know, or was there vaccines that were taken? Were there boosters that were taken? We have to know this information in order for us to continue. So if we look through here, yeah, so I'm not doing this video as, just, I understand that there are things happening. Would like to see some proper audits and closure to this, but we have to make sure if we're going to make statements that, especially if we're going to declare a Pfizer vaccine null and void, that this is not just activism and activists working on something, that there's actually a record. It says about 3 weeks after a third Pfizer booster shot. So do we know that? How do we know that it was a Pfizer booster shot that was used? Okay, just looking at other things in here. Now, would be nice to see some information about these elusive contracts that these countries get us into. My opinion here is that if everybody is using this sort of medical intervention, then we need to have full disclosure on what it is, what the contracts are, Is there any incentives that are going in that are perverse? That means that you're going to act like authoritarian thugs in order to make sure that the inoculations are used. We need to know more information about that. So again, decision by Thailand to repeal its contractual relationship with Pfizer has to be carefully thought out. So we're not saying that it's happening. We're saying it has to be thought out. They don't even know if there's something even happening like that. But one of the things is that if there is a potential impact to somebody in the Thai royal family that has, and there's a connection, I'll stop the share, back to a particular therapeutic, then it's the hope that it gets investigated appropriately, and that appropriate, and if there's anything found, that we are made aware of those findings, and so we can continue to investigate what is happening and get the answers that we need. Just blows my mind that billions of people were impacted, and that much like a 2008-2009 financial crisis, no heads are rolling, or nothing really amounting to much right now. So what is it going to take to really get to the bottom and understand this? This is the hope here. I'm putting this out there just as now let's make sure we got all the appropriate evidence, we got all the appropriate information lined up and certified, so that we can make the appropriate decisions and call out what is happening with appropriate data behind us. No more of this, the science. We really need information to pursue what is happening. Okay, have a good one.